Young and Restless next week. Audra's fiery meltdown and Noah's shocking bust exposed. We've got the latest YandR spoilers for the week of November 10th, including all of that I mentioned, plus Mitch Bacall, Roger Howarth, doing something wicked, Adam Newman, Mark Grossman gloating, and the return of the dodgy fake detective. Young and Restless next week. Holden and Claire come home. Alright, let's start with Audra Charles, aka Audra Cortez, now that we found out she changed her name. She gets upsetting news from Holden Novak, Nathan Owens, fresh off his return from Los Angeles. At the end of the week we're in now, he and Claire Grace Newman, Haley Aaron, have come back to Genoa City, and Holden and Claire run into Kyle Abbott, Michael Mueller, at Crimson Lights. And it's good timing because Kyle was actually about to hop a plane back to LA to try and be with Claire. So Kyle asked Claire if she will come to the mansion with him to see Harrison Locke, Redding Munsell, which is the perfect way to lure her away from Holden. And of course, Kyle's dodgy, manipulative tactic works, and Claire agrees. When Kyle gets Claire to the Abbott mansion, well, of course, Kyle starts grilling Claire about whether she's with Holden now. And Harrison does his part unknowingly by being adorable and telling Claire how much he missed her while she was in California. Claire tells her love life is not his business because they're not together anymore. And Claire gets even more annoyed when Kyle says he hates seeing her with Holden and that the guy's no good for her, yada yada. Audra's shady past with Holden comes back to haunt her on YandR. Meanwhile, over at the GCAC, Holden runs into Audra and drops a bombshell. So Holden tells Audra that he told Claire about the shady stolen check incident from their past. Audra freaks out and wants to know if Holden was telling this story to make himself look good and to make her look bad. And I mean, yeah, what he told Claire definitely made Audra look like the villain of the tale. And it sure seemed like Holden was coming completely clean and being honest with Claire. However, that shady story, it turns out, might have been the tip of the iceberg because Holden insists to Audra that he's actually protecting her. But she doesn't believe Holden and instead, Audra thinks Holden wants to hurt her and just gave Claire some ammo to use against her because Audra knows that Claire hates her. Next week, as these two continue to bicker, Holden tells Audra that he told Claire about the incident because Holden didn't want Claire to dig deeper into their past and find out what really went on with them in Los Angeles. So, Holden reminds Audra that what really happened is a story that neither of them wants to get out. So, whatever Holden and Audra got into together in LA years ago is even worse than what we've heard. And if you recall, it supposedly involved Tucker McCall, Trevor St. John, because Holden said he got Audra out of some situation with Tucker. Now, whether the writer Josh Griffith remembers that or not remains to be seen, but it doesn't sound like the big bad thing is the incident with this random rich dude that Holden told Claire about. Mitch's devious plot against Noah intensifies on Young and the Restless. Alright, now let's talk about Mitch, aka Matt Clark, and the dodgy but very handsome Detective Burrow, Matt Cohen. I don't think this guy's really a cop. I'm trying to think if he's flashed a badge, or if he's just saying he is, and is asking questions. Trying to remember. I think Mitch was actually using this shady dude to try and shake some info out of his wife, Sienna Bacall, Tamara Braun. Mitch does not trust his wife, and he shouldn't. And Sienna doesn't trust Mitch, which is also smart because he is not who he says. He's dodgy. Clearly, the jig is up. Even though he told Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, he's not Matt Clark, there's no doubt that Mitch knew who Noah was. I'm wondering if he sought him out and singled him out because he is Nick and Sharon Newman's, Sharon Case's son, and then lured him to Los Angeles for some kind of revenge game. But I don't think Matt counted on his wife Sienna falling into this fling with Noah. So next week, Mitch tells Detective Burrow to get rid of the guard posted at Noah's hospital room. So it's looking like Mitch either tried to kill Noah himself, or had someone else do it for him. And now he wants Burrow to help finish the job. At the very least, Mitch wants Burrow to get the guard out of the way so Mitch could go in and finish off Noah himself. Or maybe he wants Burrow to do it. So maybe Mitch initially targeted Noah because he's Sharon's son. But now that we know Noah and Sienna are going at it, then crazy Mitch, aka Matt, has a second reason for wanting to target Noah. Noah and Sienna's passionate affair exposed on YandR. At the end of this week, we saw Noah have a little flashback to making out passionately with Sienna, grinding on her up against a wall at the club. What's weird to me is not their age difference. There is 22 years between Lucas Adams and Tamara Braun, but that's not even it. What's freaky about it, if you happen to watch Days of Our Lives, is that over there they played mother and son on the NBC soap. So, when I saw this, it kind of gave me the ick just for a second, but it's not like they're related in real life. It's just weird because the last time I saw them on screen together, he was calling her mom. And now Noah is playing Who's Your Daddy with Sienna. So, next week, things get spicy because Sienna goes to visit Noah at the hospital. They're making out, and Nick happens to catch a glimpse of them going at it. And then Nick tells Sharon he saw them kissing, and they wonder if Mitch knows that his wife is cheating with their son. Looks like Nick questions those two because then he tells Sharon that neither Noah or Sienna will tell him how long the affair has been going on or if it's serious. Ali Nguyen's Kelsey Wong, back in London, so that's going to be over if it's not already. Which I expected because there's been no mention of Kelsey Wong coming back as Ali. And in a recent interview about the fling, actor Lucas Adams says Noah is not sorry one bit about what he's doing with Sienna on Young and the Restless. Victor's corporate war and Adam's dilemma on Young and the Restless. Also looks like Victor Newman Eric Braeden may have turned the tables and used that AI on Kane Ashby's Billy Flynn Company Arabesque because he said he can't use it on Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman. Right now because Kane warned Jack and they're on guard and he wants to wait until they relax, and then Victor is coming for them. So we're going to find out next week why Amanda Sinclair, Miss Hale Morgan, texted Kane to call her urgently when he was trying to get Victor to let him buy the AI back for $1 billion. I think Victor has launched it against Kane also because next week, Adam is telling Chelsea Lawson Newman, Melissa Claire Egan, that Kane should be out of business in about a week. Oh my goodness, that'd be kind of ironic. So Chelsea's also wondering why Adam's not happier about that outcome. And it may be because he knows that Victor is going to use it next on Jack. He told Victor he was okay with it, and said business is business. But I don't think that's true because Adam really likes Jack. Be sure to check out our full weekly spoilers video tomorrow for the week of November 10th through the 14th, so you don't miss any of the latest YandR on the Young and the Restless. Things are set to explode in Genoa City as emotions reach a boiling point and secrets threaten to destroy carefully built facades. At the center of the chaos? Audra Charles. Known for her poise and ambition, Audra is about to experience a fiery meltdown that could have repercussions far beyond her own life. And while she struggles to regain control, her son, Noah Newman, is preparing to make a shocking move that could either save the day or make everything worse. It all begins when Audra faces mounting pressure at work. Her responsibilities at Jabot have grown exponentially, and tensions are already high due to the ongoing corporate battles. But next week, an unexpected betrayal sends Audra over the edge. One of her closest allies leaks critical information to an enemy faction within the company, putting not only a major project, but also Audra's reputation on the line. With her usually sharp composure faltering, Audra lashes out in a scene that will leave viewers gasping. Fans can expect explosive confrontations as Audra's fiery temper finally emerges. Longtime co-workers who have been used to her calm, calculating demeanor are stunned as she verbally tears into those she feels have betrayed her trust. The office, typically a battleground for subtle manipulation and quiet power plays, erupts into chaos as Audra's voice echoes through the halls. Rumors are flying that this meltdown could have long-term consequences, and viewers will be left wondering if Audra can recover from the very public loss of control. But it's not just about work. Audra's personal life is on shaky ground, and next week, that instability comes into sharp focus. Her relationship with Noah has always been complex, an interwoven mix of motherly love, high expectations, and the challenges of navigating the Newman family legacy. As Audra struggles to maintain her authority, Noah senses her vulnerability and begins to act. What unfolds is a shocking series of decisions that will leave audiences questioning just how far Noah is willing to go to protect himself and those he loves. Noah's storyline is heating up in parallel to his mother's meltdown. After witnessing Audra's emotional unraveling, he realizes that the family's internal dynamics are shifting, and not necessarily in a direction he's comfortable with. Determined to assert his independence while also keeping the family intact, Noah takes a bold, risky step. Sources hint at a shocking confrontation with another Newman family member, one that could dramatically alter the balance of power within the family. Noah's move is both strategic and deeply personal, highlighting his growing maturity, but also his impulsive streak. Fans can expect fireworks when his plan comes to light, as it has the potential to shock even the most seasoned Genoa City residents. Meanwhile, the fallout from Audra's meltdown continues to reverberate throughout Genoa City. Those who have been on the receiving end of her fury are now plotting their own responses, setting up a high-stakes battle of wits and wills. This includes not only corporate rivals, but also personal adversaries who see her vulnerability as an opportunity. The tension is palpable, and next week promises to deliver some of the most intense, high-drama scenes in recent memory. Audra's meltdown also has emotional consequences for those closest to her. Colleagues who once relied on her steady leadership are now unsure how to navigate the chaos, and family members are left questioning whether they can support her, or if they should step back. The series has teased moments of tender vulnerability amidst the turmoil, suggesting that audiences will see a side of Audra rarely revealed. This combination of emotional depth and high-stakes drama ensures that her storyline will resonate long after the episode ends. Noah's involvement adds another layer of intrigue. Unlike his mother, he operates from a position of observation and strategy. His shocking move is not just about reacting to Audra's meltdown. It's about positioning himself for the future. Will he emerge as a stabilizing force for his family, or will his actions inadvertently escalate the chaos? The tension between mother and son is central to next week's episodes, with viewers guaranteed a roller coaster of emotions as their conflicting motivations collide. And while Audra and Noah take center stage, their actions ripple outward, affecting multiple storylines across Genoa City. Corporate rivalries, family feuds, and romantic entanglements all intersect, creating a complex web of intrigue. Audra's colleagues at Jabot, in particular, are shown scheming behind the scenes, trying to take advantage of the disruption while also protecting their own interests. Viewers can expect carefully crafted suspense as alliances shift and loyalties are tested. Fans are also buzzing about a potential reconciliation subplot amidst the chaos. While Audra's meltdown is destructive, it opens the door for moments of genuine connection with those she trusts most. Her vulnerability may allow for honest conversations with family and friends that have been long overdue. And Noah, despite his shocking actions, may play a crucial role in helping his mother find her footing again. This dynamic promises a blend of heart-stopping drama and emotional catharsis, a combination that the young and the restless excels at delivering. From a storytelling perspective, next week's episodes are a masterclass in tension and character development. Audra's fiery meltdown contrasts beautifully with Noah's calculated risk-taking, creating a compelling narrative juxtaposition. The drama is heightened by the stakes involved. Reputations are on the line, family relationships are strained, and secrets are threatening to surface. It's the perfect storm for a week of must-watch television that fans will be talking about long after the credits roll. In conclusion, the upcoming week on The Young and the Restless promises intense drama, shocking decisions, and emotional complexity. Audra Charles's fiery meltdown marks a pivotal moment in her storyline, challenging her control and testing the loyalty of those around her. Meanwhile, Noah Newman's daring move could reshape the family dynamic, revealing unexpected depths to his character and his strategic acumen. Together, their intertwined arcs offer viewers a rich tapestry of tension, emotion, and suspense, reminding audiences why Genoa City remains a hub of captivating storytelling. Audra's meltdown and Noah's bold maneuvering are not just plot points. They are catalysts for change, sparking a chain reaction that will impact multiple storylines. For fans of The Young and the Restless, next week is a can't-miss opportunity to witness one of the most dramatic, emotionally charged sequences in recent memory. Prepare for heartbreak, surprises, and a whirlwind of high-stakes drama as Audra and Noah take center stage, proving once again that in Genoa City, anything can happen. Next week on The Young and the Restless promises a whirlwind of emotion, suspense, and explosive drama as two of Genoa City's most beloved figures, Holden and Claire, finally make their much-anticipated return home. The city may have tried to move on in their absence, but next week, nothing will be the same as old flames reignite, secrets come to light, and the Newman family feels the tremors of a seismic shock that could change everything. Holden's return to Genoa City has been long awaited, and viewers can expect a hero's welcome mixed with tense confrontations. After a harrowing journey away, Holden is back, not just as the man everyone remembers, but with a weight of experience, secrets, and personal growth that will leave fans on the edge of their seats. His first scenes at the Abbott Mansion are bound to be electrifying. The man who once left Claire behind under mysterious circumstances is returning with the hope of reconciling. But with tension thick in the air, his homecoming won't be a simple welcome back. Claire, by his side, is no less complex. Her time away has hardened her in some ways, softened her in others, and given her a perspective that promises to rattle her family and friends. Young and restless viewers know Claire as a woman of principle, But her return alongside Holden raises questions about how she'll navigate the intricate web of relationships she's left behind. Will she seek to pick up where she left off, or has her journey transformed her beyond the point of returning to the old ways of Genoa City? The emotional tension peaks when the pair walk into the Newman penthouse. Nikki, always the heart of the family, is torn between relief and suspicion. Her instinct is to welcome them warmly, but a nagging feeling tells her that not everything they bring home is above board. Jack, on the other hand, reacts with a mix of panic and guarded curiosity. Known for his sharp instincts and a nose for business and trouble, Jack senses immediately that Holden's return might upset more than just family dynamics. There's a secret in Holden's past he hasn't shared, and Jack is determined to find it. Meanwhile, the reunion between Holden and Chloe is electric. While their relationship had been tested before, Holden's absence has cast a shadow of uncertainty. Chloe's reactions are layered with longing, resentment, and undeniable chemistry. Sparks fly almost immediately, leaving viewers anticipating every heated exchange. Their storylines are set to intertwine with family drama, business schemes, and perhaps even a rekindling of romance. But with Claire by his side, this triangle promises tension, and heartbreak may be just around the corner. In the Abbott household, Claire's return triggers a cascade of reactions. Abby, who had been leaning on her mother's guidance during Claire's absence, is caught off guard by her mother's transformation. There's pride in seeing Claire return stronger, but also unease. What has she learned? What has changed in her worldview? The next week promises emotionally charged dialogues where Abby seeks answers while trying to maintain her own stability amid the chaos. Romantic sparks are just one facet of the drama next week. Business tensions also heat up with Holden's arrival. As a character who always walks the line between morality and ambition, Holden's presence in the corporate landscape of Genoa City could be a game-changer. Newman Enterprises, already rife with internal conflicts, may find itself facing new strategic challenges. Will Holden ally with Adam, or will his loyalties lie elsewhere? The next week hints at maneuvering, scheming, and perhaps even backdoor deals that could destabilize the Newman empire entirely. Of course, the heart of the young and the restless is not just about power plays. It's about secrets and revelations. And Holden's return is primed to reveal just that. The man fans have followed through heartbreak, and triumph carries a secret that could shake his loved ones to the core. Will it concern a hidden family member, an old enemy, or a twist in his romantic past? Every conversation and glance is loaded with unspoken tension, and viewers can expect cliffhangers that will leave them talking long after the episode ends. The city itself reacts as well. Genoa City's streets become a stage for whispers, speculation, and dramatic confrontations. From the local coffee shops to the halls of Newman Enterprises, everyone seems to have a theory about why Holden and Claire are back, and what it means for their own lives. Noah, Holden's son, faces a roller coaster of emotions. The boy, once quiet and observant, struggles to reconcile the father he knew with the man who returns bearing both affection and unexplained burdens. Noah's reaction promises heartfelt moments that will tug at the heartstrings of viewers. And let's not forget Victoria Newman. With her eye always on protecting her family and securing her empire, Victoria is poised for a dramatic showdown with the newcomers. Sparks are certain to fly when she confronts Holden and Claire about their sudden reappearance. Her combination of intellect, emotional depth, and protective instincts ensures that she won't let anyone, no matter how loved, disturb the balance of the Newman legacy without a fight. Audiences can also expect moments of levity amidst the drama. Sharon, always a beacon of support and comic relief, is likely to provide grounding advice and unexpected humor, helping to balance the tension of family confrontations. Her reactions to Holden and Claire's homecoming will highlight the delicate dance between past friendships and present complications. But the biggest question looms. What will be the ultimate outcome of Holden and Claire's return? Will it heal old wounds, reignite forbidden romances, or plunge Genoa City into chaos? The next week's episodes promise every twist a loyal viewer could hope for. Emotional reunions, moral dilemmas, shocking confessions, and romantic fireworks that could alter the course of multiple storylines. In short, Holden and Claire's homecoming is more than a return. It's a spark igniting multiple plotlines with the potential for lasting impact. From the tension at Newman Enterprises to intimate moments with family, from romance to intrigue, the next week's episodes promise to be unforgettable. Young and restless fans should brace themselves for a blend of heart, passion, suspense, and drama as Holden and Claire shake Genoa City to its core. As Holden steps through the door and Claire follows closely behind, one thing is certain. Nothing in Genoa City will ever be the same again. Hearts will race, alliances will shift, and secrets will threaten to unravel lives. Fans won't want to blink, because next week, The Young and the Restless promises emotional fireworks, shocking revelations, and the kind of storytelling that has kept audiences captivated for decades. Holden and Claire are home. But are Genoa City's residents ready for what they bring with them? The answer unfolds in a week packed with passion, drama, and unforgettable Genoa City's power corridors are closing in, and one person feels the tightening squeeze more than anyone else, Audra Charles. For weeks, she has navigated the treacherous waters of Newman Enterprises with a mix of charm, cunning, and calculated restraint, but the past has a way of refusing to stay buried. Next week on The Young and the Restless, the city's most intriguing socialite is about to learn that some secrets are far too dangerous to keep hidden. Especially when Holden, the man with whom her murky history is entwined, comes back into the picture. Audra's life in Genoa City has been a masterclass in diplomacy. From boardroom battles to social soirees, she has carefully curated her image as both competent and trustworthy. But beneath the polished exterior lies a history with Holden that could shatter the reputation she has built so meticulously. Their past was never scandalous in the public eye, but behind closed doors, it was fraught with manipulation, lies, and an impulsive passion that had Audra questioning her own morality. Now, the consequences of those choices are coming to light, and Genoa City is about to watch Audra's struggle like never before. The tension begins when Holden reappears unexpectedly at a charity gala, hosted by none other than Victoria Newman. His presence is magnetic, drawing immediate attention from the media and social circles alike. But it's not the flash of cameras or whispers in the hall that threatens Audra, it's the memories Holden evokes. Flashbacks of risky decisions, secret deals, and whispered promises come rushing back. The gala, intended as a showcase of wealth and philanthropy, quickly turns into a minefield for Audra as Holden's gaze locks with hers, sending a silent message loaded with implication. Audra's first instinct is denial. She tries to maintain her composure, smiling gracefully while sipping champagne, but her carefully constructed facade begins to crack. When Holden approaches, their conversation is charged with tension. He reminds her, deliberately and subtly, of moments she'd rather forget. The time they covered up a corporate misstep that could have cost Newman Enterprises millions, the clandestine meeting with a rival company that nearly ended in disaster, and most dangerously, the personal promises she broke in order to protect herself. Each reminder is a dagger, and Holden wields them with the precision of someone who knows her weaknesses intimately. Meanwhile, those around Audra start to notice the shift in her demeanor. Noah Newman, ever the perceptive observer, sees the flicker of anxiety in her eyes and becomes suspicious of what might be lurking beneath her composed exterior. He begins to probe, gently at first, then with more insistence, sensing that Audra is hiding something that could have serious implications for the family and for Newman Enterprises. As tensions rise, Audra finds herself cornered, forced to weigh the consequences of revealing her past against the risk of letting Holden manipulate the narrative to his advantage. Complicating matters further is Audra's ongoing rivalry with Summer Newman. Summer has always had an instinct for sniffing out weakness, and Holden's return is an irresistible opportunity. A series of overheard conversations, strategically leaked emails, and suspicious glances begin to paint Audra as the architect of past deceptions. Summer, ever cunning, starts to spread subtle hints to Victoria and other influential figures in the company, suggesting that Audra may not be the ally she appears to be. What begins as whispers in the hallways of Newman Enterprises soon escalates into a full-blown corporate investigation, with auditors and legal advisors quietly probing into past decisions and transactions. Audra's internal struggle intensifies when Holden ups the stakes. He confronts her in private, in a scene that is as emotionally charged as it is dangerous. He doesn't threaten her outright. Instead, he wields the power of suggestion, reminding her that some past mistakes are far easier to manipulate than to correct. He implies that if Audra wants to maintain her influence and safety in Genoa City, she will need to play along, bending to his strategy. For Audra, this is a critical moment. Her choices will not only determine her personal reputation, but also have ripple effects throughout Newman Enterprises and her relationships with Noah, Victoria, and other key players. In a rare moment of vulnerability, Audra confronts her own fears and regrets. The audience sees a side of her rarely exposed, a woman grappling with guilt, shame, and the realization that her carefully constructed life may not survive the fallout of her past decisions. Her encounters with Holden are not just external threats. They are mirrors reflecting the part of herself she has long tried to ignore. This introspection adds depth to Audra's character, transforming her from a scheming socialite into a multidimensional figure struggling to reconcile ambition with morality. The tension reaches its peak when a public revelation looms. A key document, previously buried in corporate archives, resurfaces, one that directly implicates Audra in a questionable transaction tied to Holden's past schemes. The boardroom meeting where this revelation is presented is electric. Executives, shareholders, and family members look on as Audra stands poised, her composure tested to its limits. The question that hangs in the air: will she admit to the truth and risk everything, or craft a narrative that allows her to survive yet again, at least temporarily? Audra's reaction is what makes next week's episodes unmissable. She chooses a path that is both shocking and revealing, one that exposes her vulnerabilities while demonstrating her cunning. The audience sees her navigate the treacherous waters with a mix of honesty and strategy, attempting to reclaim her narrative from Holden's grasp while preserving her position in Newman Enterprises. It's a delicate balance, a high-stakes chess game where one wrong move could spell disaster not only for Audra, but for everyone entangled in her orbit. As the week unfolds, viewers will witness alliances form and fracture, loyalties tested, and reputations hung in the balance. Audra's past with Holden is no longer a distant shadow. It is a living, breathing force that drives conflict, drama, and emotional complexity across Genoa City. What was once private becomes public, and the fallout has the potential to change the dynamics of Newman Enterprises forever. Audra's journey from poised socialite to embattled figure fighting for her legacy is compelling television, blending suspense, intrigue, and emotional depth in classic YandR fashion. By the end of the week, Audra's choices will resonate throughout the show, forcing characters and viewers alike to reconsider their perceptions of loyalty, morality, and the true cost of ambition. Holden's return is more than a plot twist. It is a catalyst for change, a mirror for past mistakes, and a reminder that in Genoa City, no secret stays buried for long. Audra may have survived every challenge so far, but with Holden back in her life, the question remains: can she survive the truth of her own past? Next week, The Young and the Restless promises drama, suspense, and shocking revelations as Audra Charles faces her most personal and dangerous challenge yet. Hold on to your seats. Genoa City's finest socialite may finally find that some shadows never fade.